Driver sexually assaulting intoxicated passengers. One veteran prosecutor says this is happening all the time.
Tonight 5 investigates Karen Anderson wanted to know just how big the problem is, but she found that state law is keeping that answer secret.
I was too drunk to be in the bar, so they put me in an Uber.
This young woman has no memory of that Uber ride or what happened next. Police found her in the Uber driver's car an hour and a half later, unresponsive, with her pants pulled down and her feet up on the dashboard.
I would say that there was a lot of evidence to support the guilt of the defendant.
Suffolk County prosecutors Rita Muse and Aaron Murphy charged the Uber driver, but they say they couldn't get a conviction because of a loophole in state law that requires them to prove the driver knew the rider was too intoxicated to consent. And they told us it's a scenario they see far too often.
Do you believe that people are getting away with rape?
Absolutely. I think that we see it all the time.
You might think that you're safe getting into a ride share. You're not.
How big of a danger is this? To try and find out, we asked the State Department of Public Utilities, which regulates the rideshare industry, for a list of drivers decertified after sexual assault complaints. But DPU wouldn't release it, pointing to a state law that requires the list to stay secret, writing, a database of drivers who have had their certificates suspended or terminated is not a public record. The two prosecutors say there should be more public disclosure.
When you hear that part of the law is that information is not public, what's your reaction?
It's infuriating.
Do you think the law should be changed so this information should be made public?
Absolutely. Why isn't it? That's part of a public record. Why isn't that made public?
DPU did provide some information about driver sexual misconduct, but that includes everything from lewd comments to rape. That number is rising from 371 in 2023 to 469 drivers in 2025, a nearly 25% spike.
Why doesn't that company have to disclose to us what the level of risk is, what they know about how dangerous it is to get into one of their vehicles? Show us the information that you're aware of, and then we can decide if we want to support your company and if we're willing to put our bodies in your control.
Just last month, new DPU regulations took effect that will let the public know how many drivers have been accused of sexual assault. But the details will still be shielded from the public. The department tells us it has a zero-tolerance policy for sexual misconduct, and it will prohibit drivers who have potentially acted dangerously towards passengers. In the newsroom, Karen Anderson, 5 Investigate.